This was certainly an eventful weekend. The White House Correspondents Dinner. We saw there is another assassination attempt against Donald Trump. That makes it number 3. This one didn't even get close to him, but every time it's scary. But what I am most concerned about coming out of all of this, because I know we're going to look at a couple clips and see what went down, but I'm sure you've seen a bunch of these already. But what concerns me the most about all of this is that nobody can take anything seriously at all. Everybody is saying it was staged already. The next day, people were saying this event was staged, a false flag. It seems kind of crazy. I don't think everything out there that it just is real. I don't think we can take everything on the internet as truth or what the government feeds us. We can't take it automatically as truth. But that's pretty insane that we've gotten that far. I think AI has melted our brains, but we're going to look at a first clip of, this was Oz Pearlman. This is from Bloomberg. President Donald Trump and Vice President J.D. Vance were evacuated from the White House Correspondents Association dinner event in Washington Saturday following a security incident at the venue. And this is Oz Pearlman. He's between President Trump and Melania doing his mentalist trick. I think he's doing more than that, but we're not going to get into that. Melania just immediately jumps up. You hear shots in the background, probably plates, things falling down. It was a chaotic time. They immediately rushed Vance out of there. And then we're going to take a look. This is from another angle. This is from Vance's side of the table, him being rushed out.
All right.
And we saw from Oz's perspective, whenever this all happened, they were on the floor. Oz Pearlman is looking at the president. They're like a foot away from each other. And he thinks he's going to die. He thinks he doesn't know whether he's going to die or not. I don't see at all how you could say this was staged. What would this benefit? What would this promote? What message is this getting across? Just adding confusion? Is that where we're going with this? I question a lot of things myself, but just immediately coming to this and saying, oh, it was fake, it's staged. People that I respect, there's Christians out there that are pushing narratives that saying this is all a stage, everything you see on the internet is a stage. I mean, you got to be careful because, I mean, you could buy into the whole like Sandy Hook situation where where do you draw the line? When is it not staged? When is it not real? So these are real people. Was Donald Trump in on it? Was President Vance in on it? Not President Vance. Maybe I'm prophetically speaking something into the future. But were these people in on it? What were they trying to get across by doing this? And what added even more fire to the whole situation, we all saw this meme. So this was posted by Henry Martinez, whoever that is, back in 2023, one post on Twitter. Was it was X then, wasn't it, in 2023? I don't know. I think it was X by then, 2023. And he puts out there Cole Allen, the name of the shooter. And I actually retweeted this and posted on this because this person, David Puente, I don't even know who he is, but this technique is well known. Create an account, set the profile to private with hidden posts, write posts with names or events, e.g. the dates of the Pope's death. If the event happens, you delete everything else and leave only the matching one. Make the profile public. The profile goes viral and gains followers. So is it somebody that just manufactured this, or was there something else going on? Because you see Pepe the Frog or whatever, and he's holding a champagne glass in a tux. The only post that is on this account is Cole Allen. And then what adds even more craziness to it is the kind of the mirage, this thing going on in the background, which is like you could see anything you want. I don't even know what you call it, but people are seeing into this right here. Donald Trump throwing up the fight whenever he got shot in Butler. So that's happening a year before the shooting at Butler, which is adding even more confusion to it. Is Donald Trump and all this, is there time travel involved? Or is this all that you just see whatever you want? I think it's probably you just see whatever you want. Coincidence. But I honestly have so many random coincidences in my life. It's hard to call them coincidences. And I'm sure you have the same thing. It's like, at what point am I just in a simulation? Because it feels like we are in a simulation, that something is making things seem as crazy as possible. I mean, I've had just nutso things that I don't even want to share that just happened. I'm just like, what was the point of that? Why did that actually just happen to my, is God allowing things just to confuse me? Or are there other entities out there that are just messing with me, messing with my mind, making me think things just like, how the hell did that just happen? And I don't even really want to get into what I'm even referring to. It's too embarrassing to even talk about. I actually made a video about it once and I deleted it because I was too embarrassed. I had to pull it down of what I'm referring to. But I'm sure you have had things in your life as well. It's like something else is going on. Some crazier things are happening in our life. What is making all these things happen? And it's like, does the government have as much power as they seem to have? Like, everybody looks at what's happening on the internet, and even in your regular life, I think, but primarily on the internet, you're like, what is real? There's nothing. There's nothing to test what's happening. Can we actually get, this is the truth meter? Is it, and get a level of, if it reaches up to 10, it's full truth. But if it's not that much truth. It's like, we need something. We need a gauge, and it's like, it's disheartening to me for me personally, because I mean, I used to be on the crazy end where I thought everything was, everything was staged, but now I'm coming in more into where we got to take things at face value. We got to otherwise we're going to go insane. We're almost in a mental institution, and there's padded walls, and it's like, we're schizophrenic. We're just crazy, because otherwise, at what point are you saying something that you think, but you almost don't want to voice it? It's hard to know where to draw the line, because everything is getting hyper crazy. And then here is the actual shooter, him right here. You can see him on the screen. It says, and I'm showing this because Tim Pool, he reposted it. It's from, I don't even know, Kanioka the Great. I don't even know who that is. It says, I found Cole Allen's archived tweets. He predicts Kamala wins all swing states compared to Trump's win to the Nazis getting elected and moved to blue sky. The scary part, he retweeted every mainstream Democrat on this platform. And then here you can actually see some of the things. Leaving for bluer skies as soon as I get my data archive. I don't think there is much reason to be on here anymore. And then down here, based on Iowa predicting that Kamala wins all swing states and at least 3 red states. This guy has gotten a lot of publicity. A lot of these killers, or these attempted assassins, have gotten a lot of publicity. And I think it's only opening up Pandora's box of where we could go from here, that more people are going to be driven to this. This one guy, who is probably a seemingly regular, normal person, he's a teacher in California, and he is driven to do this, going to the No Kings rallies, doing all these, just up in arms against Donald Trump, doesn't like him. But a lot of these people are the teachers that your kids are going to school with. Probably. There's probably some that have bought into this ideology, this crazy narrative, because everybody's being fed nutso things constantly. And it's kind of scary that we've got to this tipping point that this could almost lift the lid, and all these nutsos come out and try to do something like this. And there was and it's crazy how easy it was for him to get in there. The security was so lax, so terrible. And Donald Trump seemed cooler than a cucumber the whole time. He doesn't not phased by it at all. And he's already when he did his 60 Minutes interview the next day, they brought up to him that people were already saying this was staged, and he's that seems kind of crazy. Normally it takes a little bit of time for these things to develop some steam, but it's the next day, something could happen today, we need something to cut through this mess. We need something. And it's it used to be X or Twitter was the place that you would go to for the real instant news, what's really going down, what's happening. And now there's so much AI slop in front of us. I will watch a video that tugs at your heartstrings or whatever, and it's of a kid saying something or going through something, and I'm I don't know whether to really feel sympathy or have feelings or emotions, because I don't know if it's fake. I don't know if I'm being lied to. these like things used to be the future, like the far future. We used to see Mission Impossible or movies out there that people would make a deep fake of a person, but like that is like what's now happening. And it's like this can really get into your conspiracy mind when you think about like how I don't even want to really voice it, but like have we already went past this and now we're in the simulation, we're in the AI? Like, do we need to cut ourselves to make sure we're not robots at this point? Don't do that. I'm not advocating that. But it's like it's getting really like crazy. And and I'm gonna bring this back to a biblical worldview because in this time that we are in so much disinformation, misinformation that we don't know what's what. And it's like if you don't have anything balancing you or tethering you to reality, and that's why I would drive it to the Bible. I would drive anything I like because you could go on the internet, the social medias that are out there, and you'll become away so much more confused. It's like if you don't come to the Bible, I mean that's like the safest place to go because when all is said and done, it's like you're gonna feel like, what's the point? Everything is like I don't know what to believe. I might as well just kill myself. You know, that's where like and you have a bad day. It's like that's where you drive to. Like you go to like I might as well just kill myself. There's no point. There's nothing to live for. It's like if you don't have like scripture or the Bible or something telling you that there's something more. And we are living in a sphere, a demonic realm where there is mass confusion. And it's because Satan is the angelic being of disorder, confusion. God is order. God is what is right, what is truth. And I think we need to like somehow like cut through all this and be able to discern. And it's like if you don't have that you're going to look into life through that lens, it's like you can feel really messed up. And I think I have to go to that because I always like feel like I would think we are in a simulation easily. No question. We are in a simulation if it wasn't for the Bible, if it wasn't for my faith. That's how I kind of feel about that. It's like that's the only thing anchoring me down from going off the deep end. But let me know what you think. Do you think it was real? What happened this weekend? Do you think it was staged? Do you think it was a little bit of both? A little bit of a mixture of a lot of things? Where do you stand on this? Let me know. Drop a comment and have a good Tuesday, everyone.